Hey guys, welcome back to Code 4. So this is our video about basic data types from our new series Python at your fingertips. So without further ado, let's dive right in. String. So string is a text type and can be used to have alphabets, words, sentences, numbers and even symbols. So basically when we assign a like when you assign a variable with a string, we have to type it in quotes. It can either be single quotes or double quotes, but then it's still a string. We can check that with the type function. Okay. So now when we let this go, it'll show which data type the given variable is. And it's an str, which means it's in string. Okay. And then now, the same thing, if it's in single quotes, it would also show the same thing. So let's check it here. It's still string. Okay, so next, so basically it can be directly printed. Okay, so X is again computer. Um, and X. It can be directly printed. You don't need to do anything in the middle. Okay, and it can be assigned to a variable. So instead of just putting it in quotations, you can actually type in str to make sure it's a string. Okay, and then you can also use multi-line strings. That is, by using three quotation marks, you can add strings of many lines. So for example, let's take x is equal to, okay, mm, um, okay, and then if we print it, we get the entire thing as a sentence of many lines. For this, we can also use double quotes and like three double quotes. Okay, and it would still work the same way. There you go. So that's it about string and move. So next we have integer, which is a number type. So basically, integers are whole numbers, and they can be positive or negative. Okay. So for example, if we have x here, and x is equal to 1, and we print height of x, we get int because int represents integer. At the same time, if we put x is equal to -1 and print height, it would still give us integer because integers can be both positive and negative. So basically, when we type in the number here, when we assign a variable with an integer, it doesn't have to be in quotations. You can just type it out. Okay. And it can be assigned to a variable. Instead of just typing the number, you can also type x int of for example, you can put just 5 here, okay, and then print. You could do that, or you could even convert a number with a fractional part into an integer. So here we put integer of 5.33, which is not an integer. And so now when we print x, we only get the whole number part of the number. Okay. You can also just type in the number 8 point sorry, 167, and then print here. You can type in integer and then do it, and you'll still get only the whole number part of the number. So next we have float. So float is another number type, and this is basically for decimals or numbers with a fractional part. Okay, so this can be for any number from 1 to how much ever decimal places it has. So for example, 0.5 and type of x would give float. Okay, and then again, if we do 5 point, and if we print type of that, it will still give float because it does not have a limit. Okay, and floats can be either positive or negative. So negative 6.78, and you can print the type of that, and you would still get float. Yeah, and this can also be assigned to a variable. Okay, and you do not need quotes here. Okay, but even without assigning it to a variable, it would still be understood that it is a float. Okay, like this would work the exact same way even without assigning the value, like even without assigning the thing as a float. Yeah. So you can use either way to do it. Okay. So that's it for this video. The other data types will be covered in the upcoming videos in this series. And as always, like, share, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching.